All right. Welcome back, y'all. This is your girl, Sayani.
Welcome back, everybody. This is your girl, Daria Marie.
Welcome back to the Love Solutions podcast. Wherever you may be listening, however you may be listening, the topic is solutions on protecting your peace and not living in the past. Okay? The reason why we chose this topic was because there was a video that I shared with Daria. I'm very bad with names. I can't remember this gentleman's name, but he's very well known on TikTok, Instagram. He's everywhere. And basically what he said in this video was in regards to staying in a relationship because you live in the past. So you live in this memory of all the great times that you've shared with the person, even though it's a toxic relationship or a toxic marriage, you still decide to push through and you begin to create this idea that things are going to change just because you have these great memories you're holding on to. If you're going through a breakup, he also explains how a lot of people, the reason why they get back together, they go back to the person that they broke up with, is because they're still living in the past, in the memory of what they used to have. So let's talk about it, sis.
What I loved about that video in particular was how he started it off by saying, like, I'm going to tell you guys this with hopes that I can save some people. And I loved that because it's so true that we tend to hold on to memories. Memories is what helps us stay connected. It's what helps us relive special moments in our lives. So when we think about memories and we think about positive memories, you automatically think that that's a good thing. But when you're thinking about something no longer serving you, when you're thinking about a relationship that's no longer for you, and you continue to go back to the relationship because you're still living and hanging on to those memories, that's where it becomes a problem. So he was saying that you may no longer be in love with this person, but you're in love with the memories that you created with the person. This person may not be what God has called for you in your current life today, but you're still going back to it because you're in love with the memory of what that person was at one time, or those memories you created with that person, or maybe who you were at one point with that person, the memories you have with them. So it was really hitting because you talk to a lot of people that have been through things. We've both done it. We've both been through things. We've both forgiven and stayed in relationships for a little bit longer than we probably shouldn't have. So it's knowing when to, again, protect your peace and understand that it's not the person, it's the memory. And we're not saying that people can't change. We're not saying that you can't overcome things and then make new memories, but you have to realize exactly what you're holding on to and where exactly the potential is coming from.
Exactly. And that's what hits me is I know that feeling of living in, being in a relationship and wanting for things to change, whether it's for me or for the other person. And that's really not healthy when you basically try to psych yourself out of the fact that this relationship is not healthy. And every time that you break up to make up, it's the memory. It's the living in this world of memories where it was great once upon a time and you want to get there. But the difference is, like you said, you could get there.
I hear you now, yeah.
You can hear me? Okay. I hear you now. Okay. You could go back to the past and try to change, right? Try to change this person, try to improve the relationship. But if they don't want to change and you keep seeing the same results, you got to let it go. At some point, you have to protect your peace. At some point, you have to tell yourself, this is the reality of what the marriage or the relationship is right now. And I have to make sure that I protect myself and not drive myself insane to the point where I don't even know myself. I don't even recognize who's that in front of the mirror. So all of that to say, we could try our best to work on things, but it also has to come from the other person. It can't just be, oh, one person doing it all, investing all their time and energy in the betterment of a marriage or a relationship. That's not going to work. And if you are out here dating and you think, oh, you know what, I had a great time. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, let's just say you go on a date with a guy and it was a great time, but there was some red flags. And that's what made you decide, I'm not going to move forward with this person because there were red flags. You probably saw these red flags on the second or third date, because sometimes you don't see it on the first date, right? But then you psych yourself trying to tell yourself, oh, maybe I can change that. Maybe they never experienced anyone like me. So we had some great times. You know, we had some great times. So why not move forward, even though there are a bunch of red flags? And that right there is where a lot of dates fail. That's where a lot of people decide, okay, I'm still going to move forward with this. No, don't move forward with it. The red flags are everywhere. Some people talk about the yellow flags. Oh, well, there's yellow flags. That means caution. That means to move cautiously in that direction, but just know that it might not go the way you expect it to go.
And then there's another layer of it when we go back to the memories with somebody. So if you're in a relationship or a marriage, and let's say your significant other steps out on you, right? You're going to sit there and replay all of those happy memories in your mind of when times were good, or memories that you made with this person. And you're going to convince yourself that because of those memories you had with that person, that there's love there and that you can somehow, some way get back to that. When in all reality, if the person cherished those memories as much as you do, that wouldn't have even happened. Reliving moments that are from your past. And that's why one of the things that he also said in this video was how your memories are expensive. And that spoke so many volumes to me because I have such a vivid memory. Me individually as a person, like I remember things so vividly. People will call me and be like, what was that such and such from years ago? Because my memory is crazy. So right. I related to that so much because it's really hard for me sometimes, even when you try to forget something, our brains are really, really amazing. So your memories are expensive because where you're investing your time and your energy and where you're putting your love and where you're putting your place in a space that you're going to experience something that's so important to you and so sentimental to you that if something were to ever sabotage that, you're going to compromise your peace because you're investing your expensive memories with this person and risking something happening where you're then going to say, I shouldn't have made these memories with XYZ because now I'm tripping and now I'm hurt. So that's why he's saying in the video to be cautious of where you make memories and be cautious of who you invest your time and energy in because those memories down the road are going to be expensive. And that's why when Yanni's talking about dates with red flags, yellow flags, whatever color flag that's not green, being cautious to really pay attention to those things because nobody knows you better than you know yourself. And you can see things and feel things and be attuned to energy and different receptors that come into your life. And those things that you're going to be experiencing are going to be tellers for you. So if you feel like someone is rubbing you the wrong way, if someone's giving you bad energy, someone's not making you feel good vibes, it's probably a good sign not to invest your energy and make memories with them because you're going to regret it later on down the road.
Right. And stop to convince yourself that you can change someone that honestly is telling you, I'm not going to change. They tell you with their actions, whether it's a friend, whether it's a family member, whether it's a significant other, even a coworker. Okay. And that's just facts. Someone that sees the damage that they are creating, if they choose to not make any changes in a positive way, you are not responsible for making that change for them. They gotta want that change for themselves. Okay? And that's just point blank period across across the table. There is no such thing. I'm sorry?
I want to acknowledge this comment from JT Savage. I feel like you're really going to like it. I don't want it to disappear. It says, certain memories can turn into a trigger and mess up future experiences.
Yes, I agree. I agree. Certain memories can turn into a trigger and mess up future experiences. I was just talking about it.
That's why your memories are expensive. That's exactly what the message is, because if you're experiencing something with someone and choosing to invest in someone and make memories with someone, and then you're saying certain things can trigger you, it's because you invested with the wrong person and made memories with the wrong person. So now in the future, when the right person comes along and something happens, it's going to trigger you because you're going to have a memory of something that happened in your past.
And you know what happens too? I've seen this with couples in my sessions where they'll compare. And this is detrimental to your relationship. I just want to let you know that right off the rip. If you ever do this, it is going to cause so much turmoil in your relationship or marriage. A memory of an ex that was toxic, but had certain characteristics or personality traits that your current person, your current spouse doesn't have, but you wish that they had a part of that. Because you have this memory. You just said it. You have this memory. But guess what? The reason why this person is no longer included or involved in your life and you've moved on is because you knew at some point, I gotta let this go. That is not your significant other, your current spouse, fault, or for them to become that person or become or have a part or pieces of this person from your past. No. See, we're so used to the negative. We're so used to the toxicity. I mean, you see it in this generation. We applaud toxicity. We applaud the bad and the, the cursing each other out and the fighting and the breaking up to make up and the cheating and you name it. That's what is applauded in today's world. So a lot of people think that you have to have a toxic relationship or not only a toxic relationship, but a relationship where you stress yourself out, you continue to just, basically it's draining. You think you have to go through this in order for you to even have a healthy relationship. And let me tell y'all something, that is BS. That is pure bullshit. I'm going to say it. It's pure bullshit. Stop thinking that you have to suffer in order for you to be loved or be respected or, even be given the not the time and place, but just the respect that you deserve. The love that you deserve. Love doesn't mean hurt me. Liking somebody, yeah, you could like somebody and that person can, be attracted to you and all of this. But what about the heart? What about the mind? We talk about this all the time.
Your peace. Your peace. How often do men say they want a woman to be their peace, right? Because like Yanni just said, and Sapio Serpent always coming in with the bars, your memories are selected commercials of the past and sometimes are curated subconsciously. JT Savage said toxicity has turned into a trend with this newest generation. It's very odd, and I agree. And to piggyback off of what Yanni was just saying is you can't take old bricks to build a new house, but unfortunately, you're going to have experiences that may not be good experiences that are going to be teachable moments and teachable memories for you for the past. But that does not mean that you can pinpoint them and push them on somebody because it's nobody else's job other than yourself to heal from that. It's nobody else's job other than yourself to be able to, like someone said, come in with open eyes. like you have to be woke, for lack of a better term. Like you have to keep your eyes open, your heart open, your mind open, your ears open. Listen to the energy and the vibes and everything you're feeling from this person or these people that you're dating, and pay attention to what triggers you and what does not make you feel good. Because you, like Yanni said, what happens to the love? It starts with loving yourself. Because if you love yourself, you're going to be selective with the people that you allow to experience your aura and your energy. So you need to be selective with that. Because when you're not selective with that and you're not aware, you're going to allow yourself then to invest your energy and make those scary commercials and those negative triggers just consistently. You're choosing the wrong people, and you're spending your money and theoretically speaking, aka your memories, with people that aren't serving you. If somebody is not making you feel happiness, joy, comfort, peace, lightheartedness, laughter, acceptance, attractive, like if someone's not making you feel this small list that I just said of a million different things that someone should make you feel, that's a sign that you have to go somewhere else. Because if you don't value yourself, nobody else is going to see that potential in you. So being cautious of the people that you allow into your aura and your energy is so important, because not only are you saving yourself from wasting your time, but you're protecting those memories and you're protecting yourself from having to remember those bad experiences and those people that God did not call to be in your path. And that's another thing that he said in the video is like, you'll know when someone is meant to stay, when someone's meant to leave. Right. And I loved that, because it's like, it's so true. Like we all know that we've sat there and said, I know that this person is not for me. Like you just know it. Like it's like that gut wrenching feeling that you just know it. And then there's those people that just make you feel good, that you want to be around, that like you don't dread seeing or you look forward to being around. Like those are the people you need to keep in your corner.
Absolutely. And one more thing I want to just express before we offer solutions, and that was great, Z. That was amazing. I want to share the fact that we also need to stop allowing people to control certain narratives because we like them, because they think they know us. And I mean this in regards to dating. Don't do things because it's beneficial for you. Don't stay in a situation, because it benefits me. And I mean that in a financial way. I had a situation today. I had this girl tell me about how she met this guy. The guy broke up with her. The guy broke up with his ex a month before going on a date. He was with this woman for like 5 years. She knew about this and she pushed forward with this guy. Now she's in a relationship with this guy, and she ignored all the red flags. She ignored the fact that he had just broke up with his girl a month before going on a date with her, had been together for 5 years. They moved in together, didn't skip a beat. Like everything was just like boom, 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 boom. And I asked her, I said, why did you decide, knowing the situation that you had before, knowing that you came from a relationship that was abusive, okay, coming from getting out of such a relationship to then jump into another relationship that is abusive? You're dating a narcissist. You're in a relationship and now have moved in with a man that wants to control you. And it only took one date. I said, does that not speak volumes to you? She said, you know what? I am just now realizing that he had the same personality that my ex had. And the only reason why I moved forward with this guy is because I thought that perhaps it'll be different. I asked her, so now that you've moved in with him, how is it? It's a disaster. So why are you staying? Because it's beneficial for me. How is it beneficial for you? Because I moved out of, listen to this. She moved out of her apartment, okay, where she had roommates. She moved out. It was a spacious apartment. She described the apartment, everything. It was great, right? It was great. She moved out of the apartment. The owner of the apartment and the guy that she's dating, she started dating, they got into it. The woman told her, I don't think it's a good idea for you to actually move out with a guy like this. She ignored that red flag. So now she has nowhere to go. Now she got to start from scratch. And she just started a new job. So I really want to put that out there to every and anyone that's listening right now. Don't do things because it's beneficial. Don't move forward with somebody because it's beneficial. Don't move forward because you think this person could possibly be different from an ex that you had that was abusive. If the signs are there, take those signs, understand it, view it, because you didn't even give yourself time. I told her, you didn't give yourself enough time to even heal. There are people in this world that are predators, and it's not just men. There are women out here too that are predators, that will see a guy who's great, that will see a woman who's great, and because they have their own BS, okay, they now want to drag them into their misery, into their BS, because it's all about control. So I want you to understand, make sure your bank account is set. And I mean that. Make sure your bank account is good. You should not be moving into no apartment with somebody that you barely know. Just because, oh, they got money, that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. Just because they got money and they're telling you sweet I love yous and that they care about you and, oh, I got your back, that's all you need to know? No. Get to know somebody for real. Take your time. Because now you're stuck.
It's not it was, you said, don't go into things that's beneficial for you. It's not beneficial for her. She literally word for word said it's a disaster.
She felt it was beneficial for her because she wanted to get out of the apartment, and he offered for her to move in with him. It's insane to me.
Said after one date?
After one date, Daria. After one date. This is how I know this poor girl is damaged. She's damaged. And he knew it. He knew it because now she has nowhere to go.
He saw desperation. He saw desperation. And the word you used is predator. And it's funny because there are sometimes people that don't realize that they're looking for healing in other people instead of looking for healing in themselves, because there's something absolutely wrong with the man as well to even bring that to the table after only one single date with a woman. You don't know somebody. You don't know how they act at times of adversity. You don't even know their habits. You don't know exactly, like you said, your money. Is your money right? Is your mental health okay? Like, you can't just hop up and just move in with somebody. You guys are strangers. This isn't a college dorm. Like, this, you guys are strangers, and they're both damaged because I'm equally as concerned with him as I am with her.
Yep. No, it's the both of them. But my thing for her is the fact that she wasn't able to move on from that. She's still stuck in that place. I had to set goals for this girl. Time frames. You need to get out. You need to move out. You need to find a way to get in your bag, find a new place, or see if your roommates will let you move back in, because this is not the way to go. Just because it's beneficial for you and you're able to save money and he told you all of these things, oh, I'm gonna help you with your debt, I'm gonna help you save money, don't worry about it, this, that, and the third. You thought it was a great idea, regardless of everything else that he actually said to you on a first date. So all of that to say, one solution that I have is take your time, really take your time thinking about, just because there's a certain memory from the past that is replaying, that has triggered you, think about Does this mean that I'm going to also have the same experience with the next person? Most likely you're not. Stop creating ideas and a world, a fantasy in your mind. Someone said it here. What you want never looks how you envisioned it. Reality versus perception. Okay, that was Sapio Serpent that said that. Your reality is you need to get your shit together. And what I mean by that is your mental space, your spiritual space, your financial space, everything about you. You need to work on you so that you are not out here dating people or being stuck in a relationship with someone because you want to create a certain memory from the past.
And you're repeating the same mistakes over and over again. So it's okay to make a mistake. I have done it. I have given chances to the wrong people. I have stayed too long. I have thought somebody was different. I have dated someone of a different type of person that normally I wouldn't date because I thought that it would be a different experience. Cool. What I didn't do was do it twice, because you need to learn from your mistakes and monitor and filter your decisions and the things that you're deciding to do for yourself. Because again, the memories that you're making throughout this process are going to be expensive for you and they're going to cost you. So this woman now has to live with the first person that damaged her and all the memories she created there, to now, I did this again after one date and jumped on the next opportunity to make the same mistake. Right? So there's no evolution. There's no healing. You're not working on yourself. So like Yanni said, it starts with you. It starts with you working on yourself from top to bottom, inside, outside, 360, everywhere. Because if you're not fully good by yourself, you will never be an asset to somebody else's life. It's never going to happen, because you're going to constantly have to be in repair mode, defense mode, fixing mode, repairing your bag, repairing your mental, repairing your heart, repairing your energy, because you are nowhere near ready for life. Like you can't. So until you can actually sit there in your own aura and be comfortable with yourself and love the person that you see in the mirror, with all your flaws, with all your mistakes, with all your memories, and working towards getting to a better space, there is no way in hell that is ever going to change it. You're going to have a different outcome.
Right. And like I Am Legendary said, better to learn from your past, not to forget it, but not to live in it. And I agree. Don't live in your past. Push forward. Move forward. That's another solution I have. What other solutions you got, babe?
He said, Daria, I have a crush on your watch. That band is insanely fly. Thank you.
It is. It definitely is.
I appreciate it. So to sum up some of the solutions, guys, is really just to think of your memories and your energy as your bank account. That's a really great way to look at it. If you got to write it down, write it down. Give yourself a limit of maybe dates or even relationship chances that you give, or even phone calls with people. Like, my biggest thing, and I tell people that I love this all the time, is like, it's okay to say no. It's okay to say not right now. It's okay if you don't got it, to wait and be patient until you do got it. Like, you need to know yourself so well to the point where you can say, I'm feeling this emotion because of X, Y, Z. And I've gotten to that point of self-awareness in my life. And I feel like it's something that I could brag about today, because in my past, I was never able to do that. I wasn't able to say, like, I feel like I'm in touch with my nervous system. Like, I know when things trigger me. I know when I need rest. I know when I need to reset. I need to take a break. I remember telling you, like, I just deleted all dating apps. Like, I'm not even putting myself out there at this point. Like, I need a literal break, because I know myself so well. And it's so important to be able to know yourself. And it's so important to be able to say, like, this is what I need to feel my best. This is what I need to feel confident, because let me tell you something, honey. Confidence is a stain that they cannot wipe off. And if you know who said that, you could drop it in the comments. And once you have that confidence within yourself, nobody is going to deter you from what actually you need to be happy. And that you're gonna lead with that confidence and that security in who you are, and it's gonna allow you to be led to the right person that is meant for you to receive everything and all those beautiful blessings that you have deep down. You just have to do the work to get yourself there.
Exactly. Exactly, sis. And you know what? With all of that being said, honey, because you dropped so many gems on this episode, sheesh, girl, you really miss Love Solutions, huh?
Girl, I've been on Love Solutions for like 2 years or something. I don't know.
No, I absolutely loved everything you shared. All of your solutions are very valid. And I want all of y'all to know this. It is important to have that self-awareness. And I'm so happy and I'm grateful that you're able to share your experience as well, which I love so much because yeah, I'm in a relationship, but you're still finding that person. And I always tell you, there's going to be the right time, the right man, the right person that is going to come along and sweep you off your feet. And I know that's going to happen because you deserve that. The fact that you are doing the work, you really are self-aware, that's where you begin. You're self-aware. You're not out here man-hating and being on social media and be like, all these men ain't, and it's just like, you don't need any of that.
It's nauseating when people act like that. It's like you're screaming, I'm damaged.
It's the truth.
Like literally.
It's the truth. And honestly, sis, I love you for it. I'm very, very happy that you are taking a break and that you are focused on you and getting to know you even more. Because when that man comes along, I'm telling you, it's going to be a breeze for you because you're going to be able to meet that man and hit you where you both need to feed each other at. Not saying we have this tendency of thinking that all relationships don't have bumps in the road. Every relationship and every marriage will have its bumps, but the bumps don't necessarily have to be cheating. It can be so many other different things. And I really want to stress that. But are we willing to actually sit down and talk about it and come together for solutions that'll work for the both of us? That's how you do it. No ignorance, no pride, no ego. It's just two humans coming together, sitting down, understanding. I come from different background, education, discipline, the way I was brought up, things of that nature. It's so many different things that go into a relationship, that goes into a marriage. There's communication styles, there's temperament assessments, there's relationship assessments, marriage assessments that the both of you, when you find your person, will do on your own. Or you can find me too. But with all jokes aside, it's about how strong that foundation is from the rip. And that's what you're going to have, sis. You're going to have that strong foundation. And that man is going that man is going to fall in love with you because of it.
Because I won't settle for anything less than that. And that's honestly like what I know I need. And I also got to a point in my life where I'm not necessarily looking for the things that I want because that's not a priority for me. There's things that I know that I need in order for a successful relationship to happen and to thrive and to grow and to stay consistent in my life. But I am not out here looking for surface level things that I could necessarily just want. It's more about what I need in order to my soul and make me feel loved and make me feel my best. And that's exactly what Yanni just described. And I Am Legendary said, better to learn from your past, not to forget it, but not to live in it. And I love that so much because I always say that we are not a product of our past, but we need to learn from it and we need to use it in order to move forward in our future. And that's why I said not being a repetitive offender, not continuously repeating the same mistakes and learning from it and learning who you are and learning what the person you have evolved into after experiencing those things from your past.
Absolutely. Well, sis, this was a great episode. I know that we do it once a month, but honestly, I love it. I love the once a month. This was a great idea. And of course, it's always a pleasure doing the lives with you, doing every podcast episode with you. it's weird not doing it without you. So definitely having you here is always a pleasure. I love you so much. Y'all make sure to follow us, subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts. Find us on YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube, and we're also on Instagram, Love Solutions Podcast. All right. So this is your girl, Sayani.
This is your girl, Daria Marie. Thank you guys so much. It was so great to see you all tonight, and thank you for your participation. We love you. Peace and love, y'all.
Peace and love. Bye.
Bye.